growth they've had since they first joined us. So probably about 30 minutes to present, and then we'll have plenty of time for questions and for discussion. When she finishes, I'm gonna start our Q&A time period, and then we ask faculty and staff in the room to be permitted to be first, and then everybody else, whoever else is with us there, we'll make sure that we're monitoring the chat so that she doesn't have to do that. Okay, so anyway, are we recording? Yes, sure. Yes, recording. Yep. Okay, so I would start. Hello, thank you all for being here. This has been quite a monster for me, and I first like to reflect a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to take this picture. I'm using photo capture that first, and the slideshow, so you can interpret that in everything. So first we need to talk about 3 pillars, living areas. Then we're going to talk about some achievements, amusements, and legacy. And then I'm going to talk about what is next. So, starting with knowledge. In my first year of being this program, one of my knowledges that I required was learning how to cook. My dad is an excellent cook, and I learned how to eat well and how to mix my food growing up in Lincoln, but I didn't take too much in the kitchen. We are to cook in the kitchen, who should not be together. So I learned living here in the dorms, and it was a great joy. It's still probably my biggest hobby. I figured out what I wanted my major to be, which is public administration policy. And as part of my AIS class, I developed an original recipe. And I was on the next slide. That was a little fun. Then in my second year, I took the B1 French exam for top scholar with funding I flew to Dallas. And taking that exam allowed me to take all of my coursework in French for the ATA level. So that hold on for the last week of my life. I'll take the B2 soon, but that was really great to be able to qualify for each level in that way. December before my second year, I completed an honors field development experience, and I painted landscapes in Rhode Island. I spent 2 weeks at my aunt's house, and I completed 20 paintings. And I did this because I love to paint, I like to sing, I love to dance, I like to do a lot of artistic things. And I was like, I need to pursue the arts. I want to see. And painting for 2 weeks was so lonely. I'm a people person, and so I was like, this is about me. But I ended up strong, and I got to use those talents that I kind of developed over the summer. That's during my second year, where I helped illustrate a children's book in the honors class, Fairy Tale Meets Dystopia. So Bucky is not here right now, was welcome my class with me, and for my book, my team made, I did colors and backgrounds. And then in my third year, I learned how to use software like ArcGIS and Tableau. I started networking more in the Texas education policy team. I went to the Texas Community Festival in Austin. I would go to these policy talks, San Antonio leaders and teachers, and I met a lot of really incredible people. And also, I was meeting these 40 people because of some internships I had. My supervisor gave a huge effort to introduce me to people in their network. And I really appreciate that because every person I got introduced to had other people introduce me to. And so sometimes I talk to people like, like, let's make the time to go get a cool together. It's because people have been very kind to me and made those introductions. So this is my recipe. It's called very cheesy. And it was all going to make. It was 2020, 2021, the installed free time. So I was working like a monster, and I made like 1,000 waffles from scratch. I also do the second one. I'm no longer got that type of time. But I thought it was fun. It was really fun. These are some of the things I did during my teaching experience. I had this on my wall. I was able to mail these to a lot of friends. So that was really lovely. And then this me like reading aloud the book I illustrated. You can't see this, but there's another person reading it aloud to me. And I like one of the pages of the book there. So our book is called Which Party Makes a Friend. And then this is one of the maps I made in ArcGIS. So that's a bit of my knowledge that I've acquired over an experience that I had in that realm.
Even my stuff, so it looks.
Yes. That's my friend. We all had superhero masks on because as you can see, our book kind of has a superhero theme to it. Yes, knowledge. Also, everything going on there. Next is leadership. So when it comes here, I'm going to yeah. I did an internship with the International School of San Antonio my very first semester. As my mom mentioned, I ended up picked up to help her get her not used to it. I was like, I'm going to do this with friends at Eastside, WA, and new side learning. It worked out so well. I love that school. And I'll talk a bit more about it in the future though. But they hired me after my semester internship to be an assistant on the Saturday. That same year, my first year, I was also part of a Millennium Fellowship project with Alicia Perez. It was called Better School Adventure. It was a mental health program for UTSA students and NYC students. So I helped kind of put together the program with Buzz and the executive board. And that was really cool, kind of doing this connection with schools, working with schools, working with students, putting out this year project, definitely giving my some training in my area. My second year, I continued to stay at ESA all year. And then in the spring, I interned with the SAID Foundation. I don't know how I got that about them, but I had seen that they had a volunteer program called Book Buddies. And so in the fall of my second year, I went to Book Buddies regularly as I could. And on the last grade, I went to Book Buddies in December, and that's the executive director of the foundation. And so that's like, what are you studying? What are you interested in? And I was like, oh, what your organization does was really interesting to me. And she said, well, why don't you do an internship here with us next semester? And so I interned with them. And it's like one of the most incredible internships I've had. I talk about it in every single application I've ever put out for any program, for any scholarship. It was a really meaningful experience getting to work there. And that same semester, I was also a grader from out of all French classes. So I like awkwardly introduced myself to one of the only French program. He's like, "Great grenade. Oh, you're intermediate too, right?" I just like great conversation. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to look at you if you're looking up. So I'm still doing that. But I'm gonna speed it up. But there was a year where I knew when I met the program was like, okay, I do. That's maybe second year was last year. That same year I was the kids with director of communications. And this is when I made a producer change, experience series, which is in the community. A lot of people's work into making that as a scholar. That was also a team member. But I was fortunate enough to be both those efforts, and this was also such an incredible experience. And I talked about it a lot. And writing about it when it's not just perfect as I wanted it to be, just because it's my little baby and I care a lot about it. At the same time, I guess we create societies for communications. So I, like to live sustainably. I care a lot about the environment. And so I really like being like very productive with people, and I would write their newsletter. So I write 2 newsletters a week. And it was good to be for clients to name our phone. I had luck with it. My third year, I continued again to at Eastside, and I interned that summer with City Council in their district 8 office for council and laws. This was through the City of San Antonio Ambassador Program, which is an amazing summer internship program for students who are from San Antonio that I would recommend. They took me in that office, and it was really like I love all the people I was able to work with. The council himself. He's about my dad's age in Columbia. My dad's from Venezuela, and he has 2 kids who go to my high school. So he was like instantly, and I really enjoyed all the time I got to spend with him, and all of the people in the office care so much about the community as a server. So it was great to do some constituent work throughout the community as part of being in that office. And there's so kind and generous that while there's cooking there, Councilman Flores was going to have lunch with some ladies who bring lots of kids. And he said, well, why don't you come along? You can just listen and take notes. You don't have to take no pressure. Have I ever met something? I was like, I'm fine. You want me to talk? And I was thinking about talking, then we started discussing my school, my high school. these ladies, and they were asking me questions about the curriculum, and I was kind of saying, like, well, I didn't get there, so like, I'd be happy to tell you. So I started talking, and we really got along, and they were saying that they were launching a new internship program called Alamo Fellows, which like help place first generation college students in the San Antonio area into internship with our major employers. And they said we'd really love to have student input on this program as we develop it. So maybe would you be interested in interning with us as well? And you could help us launch that program. And I said, oh, yes, okay, perfect. I'm great. And I had an amazing time. The people at the organization are so kind. I got another number of times and they said, you should meet this person. I'm going to send you an email introduction. Let me see you here. What do you need to learn? How can we help you learn that? It's a really great environment and they do great work for our city. And so there's much good there. I also, in that fall, attended the CHCI Hispanic Leadership Conference at Community with my first year. I'm going to DC, and it's a lot of fun. Great experience to kind of be there and get assigned to the city and also meet a lot of other people around the country trying to support advance in their states, in our communities, in our cities. Especially coming from as school capacity as San Antonio to have so many Hispanics to kind of hear other people's experiences when they are a minority and be grateful that there's something happening that we don't have as many issues with. So it was really I'm like getting a lot of this, but it was really hear other people's perspectives on what it's like to be a Hispanic leader across the country. And then in the spring, while I was in my study abroad, I tutored 8th grade students and then virtually for the Teach for America Midnight Fellowship. So I love doing it every day from like 7 p.m. Friends time. And we do some math. And it was a lot of fun. And it was a really great way to kind of stay connected to the issues I care about while I was abroad. So start here. So safety foundation, I think my dad's we're best friends. There's text flight. This is the homepage of the Notion. Every time the picture has been taken, like every time I edited it, I made sure like my face was visible. So if you don't know this, like I did that on purpose. This was Letter Adventure. And then my school. I love my school so much. I love students. It has been such a joy to go there every Saturday and to develop as a teacher and to be promoted to be more responsible in my classroom to the point where I'm kind of training the 2 girls who are working right now. One of them, but he's here. I'm not sure here. I'm not sure. High school. My experience is an assistant for the Vila picture here. And I got the teachers taught me a lot. To this semester, I was developing the curriculum for my class. I love this thing of the red flag. If the red hat was on, we are listening. And if it was on that, you can ask questions and like be a little rowdy thing. I did say that I wanted to have walk this past year, like kind of a group. And I sometimes they would get a bit rowdy and my older kids like was going you'd be like, can you have a red hat? I think I was like, I don't have the red hat today. But I would highlight 2 students pictured here. This is Mark. He's the founder and head of our school, and I taught him my very first experience working at the school, and I also knew their family, and I just really enjoyed getting to know these kids, and I see them now, and I was hanging out the other day, and we were waiting for the fireman out of our school, and a firefighter for the phone to make sure he's okay with us, and I was waiting there with their dad, and he said, "Would you have to go talk to firefighters, or just like wait for kids?" Not kids. That's like fun. I don't know where things are in this country. So I was thinking how the sister and I told them like, this is like crazy, like how long I've known you guys. We were like, wow, it's been like 4 years. Where I was 3, and so okay. Like, I was 3 and I was March. That's great. But we're hanging around the beach and being food on. These are good activities. And his mom told me graduation next week. She said, I just got Laura, the daughter, his sister, what her favorite part today was. She said, being out with the test. And I was like, me too. And then this is, I'm actually, I'm probably not. This is a hobby. That's amazing. But previously back here, this is 3 years ago. This is it's 2022, and it's kind of pictures, but I have known this whole guy for so long, and I know there's also in us. So I just like thinking students every year, getting to know them, building my classroom culture, and it brings me a lot of joy, and I feel like I learned a lot. Next time we talk about service. So my first year, we had a prayer committee. I was the third rep. I was in space. First year committee. So I was in the group. And then I was not a director. So I was like, I like these. But as part of that, I also volunteer with a Christian level program, which is on my blog, volunteers on Monday. So if you ever want free demo books, it's called, but you can go down there and show me that. Chance so something because she likes to be there because she do a lot of pointing. She's like, what's my dear? Anyway, I also fostered a kitten at the animal clinic in London. I fostered like puppies or kittens are ill. I really like fostering kittens are ill because you can get the medicine and I can go on to you burrito them and then they can't scratch you and they don't know what is going on. But they need for their help. So I hope that in my first year at that year. Also my first year I judged the poetry competition for Jubilee Grassland Cookie, which is the event of the year in the French Pavilion. All the high school had like 200 plus who together and they compete in different French events. So we attend presentations and we do all these challenges and it's a student to put it all on. Amount of ball, who just picture that work. And so I can take the guest judge. My second year, I was in school. If you got it to be for me, being like, if you consider coming to the parties, let me give you a run today. It was in writing, it was the newsletter, it was fun and brand. And this program is with the FAP Foundation for the and sort books that have been donated to make them nice. So that would get them, they're not grody or have a live posting from them. And we kind of put book nice and like, this is great to me. No question about and so I would talk people down to their files and we play our books and there's a lot of fun. I love that program. And it was cool that we could like scholars from that process. I mean, Leah's not here, but Leah was on like almost every week. And that was really lovely because they were Brian. So I think we're getting closer to the group every future. And then I fostered a kitten again. They're all kittens, hungry. And my third year, a little bit more book buddies. And I also started volunteering more in the Rotary Youth Exchange Committee. So my senior year of high school, I was an exchange student in Belgium, and I did that for the Rotary Youth Exchange program. And so now I've been serving my third year of last year as a Rotex. Too much jargon in that program. But I'm doing supporting students who have come in or exchange doing an exchange here from other countries. Showing them around the city, helping them kind of navigate what it's like to live with a host family and make friends in a new city and in the country. And then I've also been helping prepare students who are going to go. The Rotarians that I get to work with are incredible, super kind people, and I've been able to introduce them this year more to the Friends program at UTSA. So they've been able, this is like spoilers, but they've been able to talk to some high school teachers about the program and so they get the word out. So that's really cool. And so I was not there. And this is Milo. And Milo was just way like this is where he wanted to be at all times. You can say this in ours. Here's book buddies with the warehouse. I really love that so many of my friends have like gone and met like parts of Maddie here. She's one of my best friends in high school. And she might walk with me, who is someone I know primarily from Great Society. And this is Dan, they live next to me, like, and all these people know each other. And Celia, like, I took classes with in public admin, and they all get to meet my group buddies, and they all know each other now. Like, sometimes I'll talk to say, I'm like, how could be? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this point, like, I didn't even have that. She's like, yeah, you're influence. We sat we talked. He's like, this is a pretext to learning all of the for learning too many. We always go to the which is annoying, although your kids are like it's so at least for the water. But yeah. So this year, no at 12, if you've been to anything before, that was all and every time. So for now, I would use a participant in the Alamo Valley event as a part of the course I did with Professor Watson, who's up there. Up there. And I'm happy about it. So that was so fun. I had a great time. It was a very difficult experience. We had to give our speeches in French. Pardon me, every second, but all the girls here French spoke with me, and we all represented Francophone countries, so we all got to participate in French. And it was really great. It was super interesting. I'm glad that I was able to before I graduated this. Next, I did the Rocky Data Time, and back there. We put in really funky because she's a data science together, I think something similar to me. And we were like, oh no, there's all these outside majors in there. What are we gonna do? We don't know anything. And then I asked the theme was education policy, and we was like, and then we started using this thing called SQL, which none of us had touched before. And then we went back to being like, we're gonna what? No, you know, we're done with this funded. They had a pre-test track. And the rest of the fellows were there who studied with the computer and stuff. And every time they see us, they're like, and they asked me, what is that stuff? And they're like, we're nice, dude. Like, we know how to do this. Actually, we're data scientists. And that's the one. And we were like, what's happening? So that was crazy for things. And, just kind of doing our fun basics and stuff. So, we could do it. I mean, also, this year, I don't know what she's this. She's on my computer. I'm going to start taking pictures of my spreadsheet or something. But I'm doing research in economics. I'm an undergraduate research assistant, Dr. Diana Rodriguez, in the Department of She does research on the economics of education. And I think it's super interesting. I've been here already all year and doing a lot of data feeds data, which involves cool and advanced. You can make lots of cool. Estimation is one row per year. Or some people probably pull up as a graph to see if that's happening. Super fascinating, interesting stuff that I get to all the time. I think early weeks. It's been a great time. It's hard to choreograph. We meet every week and lose our minds over property tax law in other states that we're looking at. And some states have such a complicated system. I just felt great. Okay, there's how to get research. I can make it nice and easy for us. In terms of leadership, I came back to my study abroad and I had to go to Hong Kong. And I was fishing for a reason to stay another semester for reasons. And I wanted to teach me first. She was like, she had a touch on. And I was like, oh, I love this. And he's unpacked. It's my favorite thing I get to know. It doesn't really even expend my energy to give what I can for this club. It's pure joy to go. Here's what these major events we've done this year. One of the things I know that happened and we had the club. But I love that turned out to be because there was extreme organization of campus. The first was the co-holding of club, which was a Lord's Farm French club in law. And it was so cool for Frank cleaned up when he took his campus. Then we had Polyglot Palooza, run by my friend Valeria, who's there. This was a week-long event hoping to introduce students from all majors, all minors to the language. You could say, what is English? If you just speak multiple languages, I would like to be same language and just kind of all the things polyglot. Each language club collaborate with us and have their own special grouping. And experience our language productivity, and we did challenges, get to unite. It was super fun. And then this year there was a French film festival. That was amazing work. It happened every Wednesday, Thursday, for 3 weeks. So based on 6 films. And each film is like, this was amazing. I'm so glad I get to see it. That I felt straight up with this. And then I continued it. So we're going to this was kind of like took my number. I was like, yeah, I'm going to use next because I'm moving. He was like, I'm going to go back to the private. I really think this one. This one, it's funny. He's too old to like call me to my face. Like, oh, I'm really gonna miss you. So you're like standing next to me and you're like, I don't think that that's teacher will be. That's fun. Thank you. I would love to. And then for service, still on the very team committee. I'm just trying to highlight what I do for my research. I've been thinking about it a little bit. The tax test. My senior cohort, our legacy project was to build children libraries around college. We've also done twice to help us build furniture from their houses. The way that this development works is that permanent housing for chronically housed people in San Antonio meets certain criteria, and they give them permanent homes. And our tiny rooms with their own bathroom, their own full-size bed, and everything in there is brand new. So we bring services out to help assemble homes that the resident comes in for the first time. Everything is there, down to the toothbrush and the sink, paper towels, dogs, all the dishes are clean. Everything it must be. There's spices, there's it's very detailed. We've gotten it together kind of furniture to those homes, and then these little libraries. Looking right in each of the houses because the houses are arranged in circles around the gazebo, the grill, and little vents and various things that community kind of came together, enjoyed the company with. And so there's circles now that each have their own little bit. So that was super fun. And my dad was so much this yearling. So yeah. So on the stuff, major highlights. First, talking about achievements, elephant room. I got a award. That was so cool. I got an amateur scholar. Still feels crazy. This was me. First, in front of the archive they had. I was selected for this award, and I get $30,000 to graduate school. I got to go to independence Missouri for a week with all the other children in my years, and eat them and spend time with them. I did that last May, and then this summer, I just did an internship. I made placement to whatever I was for. And I was very grateful to have had this activity. During the leadership week, they said, at the end of the week, we're going to have an interfaith ceremony in the morning before we do our award ceremony. We had music certificate, and we would like to go to music. And I knew that someone I had interviewed with in Austin, he council in Louisiana, he was my favorite music project. And I was like, Terry, I have to do music. I was so excited to do something. I love music, I love singing, I did it all through school. And he was right next to me, and we gathered a group, and we performed. I think we did 2 songs, and then there were solos and duets. And it was one of the beautiful things I could be part of. And so this sing or read something from their holy book, or you gave us during the ceremony. That was cool. And that's really beautiful. The entire audience was the suffering, which was very easy. Last year I also did a PPI. PPI is Computer Summer Institute. This is a 7-week program where you take coursework, private coursework in public policy at another university campus. And so I was at Carnegie Mellon University's Science College. And these are all my people, Koreans for America, is what we decided PPIs. And I like insurance. I can design. That's I'm using things and people. Some of us, if I hadn't done a lots of things, which I don't usually have, it was kind of over during the time when I was developing those programs. And I studied PKI in Steve, so you may know. It's not really sure I to be there with someone family company. There was an excellent representation. So that was another team that I'm proud of is being the founder of the founder of the student organization. Here's our speakers, our leaders, so here's basically they also know they also know us a lot of mistakes. I like my teaching rooms on are I don't know. Am I good at it? I believe and I'm stated on our JS, it's fun. This is a top level to get extended. And then I think we use it in economics. I actually feel like a lot of economics research now. I'm taking math classes. I'm very proud of like how much I've been able to learn, especially looking back. I was looking at this like Excel credit like with my sophomore year, or like really good. So I'm like, yeah, great function is what you can do things, and I have so many tools now to do this kind of work at a much higher level. So I'll finish. I've learned. It's so nice. And yeah, so I've been working with Dr. Rodriguez. She has been helpful towards me in this field. Economics can be kind of scary. It's not the same demographics that I think we should in public policy and branch. And the benefit is not the last four is pretty high. And I'm so glad I got to work with her and other women. I speak on my she's only we always but I just appreciate getting to work for her. She does research in the area I'm most interested in. And just has really helped me kind of discover my interest in this field. But again, talking about research of it. So this is from I was at a conference in January in town, the American Economics Education Conference. This is a book that I saw there. This is what I want to do. Economics for the coming good. A bit about my study abroad, good times, having to in France. I just found this picture on my last one, but I think I'm pretty excited. I think it's been being I can feel that I sing and I like music. There was a jazz club in it's just like like cellar. It's really small. And every Wednesday they have a jam night where people can come up and play their instrument and you do things together and these two guys are so nice. I was I think congratulating them on their sets. They're like, oh, you sit? I was like, I guess we do. Like, we like, like, okay, just go. And I was like, oh, this song? They're like, yeah, I can do that. Let's go. So I went twice. Was in there, and it was so fun. It was like, I got to dance again, but I wasn't like singing and dancing like a nothing anymore. Along with partners. It was good. It was a lot of fun. We live in this beautiful city. I made a lot of great friends. Somebody met this guy in Town City. This is a family that welcomed me when I arrived. I lived in Rotary and I'm here with father, we have two daughters, kids. Yeah, so we go to grandmother, so yeah, so maybe it's all sign. But I was in their house every month or so and have like a real fun family feel. And the girls breakfast and it's so we definitely thinking my experience there was special. But I mean, so many dear friends who have some more pictures. But I'm so glad it's going to go to now because the city that I needed it the most. Support program, the DJs have 13 people in there. And it was like just kind of cool to way through. Not school. First of all, I ended up making friends with working with them. We're so interesting, but then it got really, really good. Some of these things. This isn't. Okay. I love talking. I love talking always. My girls. This is spelling species. My beautiful dogs. We got really well in college. And I've been spending a lot of time with my family. Especially recently. Because I live. That's nice. I go to school with my family. So. Here's some places I've gone to while in college. I hope you recognize faces that you seen earlier. I wanted to go visit a lot of people I've had in my experiences and stuff with them. It will also highlighted that in the lessons, the increase in that formula and use a super good fact. So when Bill, I was talking about this, like, there was this school group, like, don't hang out in the name of this year, you know, talking about it. It was like, so when he came to group with me, he was like, "Hey, please, give me a try." So, that was good. Okay, serious stuff. We wanted to talk about latest feed because I can take for tonight the two things I've been involved with, to free for 8 weeks, for deals with. I know the current laws are going to continue to be participating in. And so, but I'm being totally originated all these different things. Reality is, the first scholar, is currently pursuing a PhD in educational psychology. She did PhD, and she turned in the Department of Education. Taylor Hopkins, yeah. Hi. She is actually part of Russia. She was the president of the Russian Club, the organization of Russian studies. And she was very active in that man. It's good. I didn't do a lot for these two women. In their interest, the work that they're trying to do. And so I thought I was different. I did genetic research and I read a PhD. And this summer, I'm going to intern at the Department of Education. And I'm really so happy to see that they must have together and she's already been active on the so I don't even look like I get to that there's one here. There's probably a lens of it's honestly and all over. But Anna is going to be working in this stuff with a Saturday teacher. I'm very happy to be a French club president. Lovely. And Jonah will be working at some capacity with Dr. Rodriguez. I've been able to introduce that because I just get very excited to have another Margot. So she likes me and wants to work. That's good. I guess I'm good at what I do. I don't with data, you know, but I'm not going to think for it. And doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So what's next? I have this letter. It's on three. But I've been sitting with these this summer with all the treatments and letting them it's going to be amazing. I'm investigation. Then I will come back and start my job as a research assistant at Duque. One afternoon, I'm not going to read it times. You can read it, but I'm still kind of to work there. You do education policy research, which is what I want to do. And my boss is really nice. I called him yesterday. And he's telling me that projects I'll be able to get to work on. And I'm just saying, so grateful that I have this whole thing. And I really don't think it would have been made possible without you guys. She wrote that it would be incredible as recognition on the income reference and how you look that competitively presented. Not all, but most of it's complicated in this role. So I'm so grateful. September, so August, I'll move to Colorado and then I'll go to Seattle, where it's located, and I'll look in person for a bit just to kind of get to know the team better. But then I will go back to Colorado in 4 times, right along, up there for a year. And I use that. So my future goals to go to graduate school, I'm trying to decide the master's in economics and public policy. More downside. I'll let you know. Welcome to large something like the alumni network. I was waiting for it today. I make database notes, a website, newsletters. So please take note of me. And I'm excited to start working out with the community and for comments that are even looking into their projects on their animal helpers, different nonprofits in the area. And I took in talk about with the students. And so I'm really excited to do that. Lastly, I have some announcements. I did not do anything alone. I really did everything with all of these people. I'm so grateful. And there are people who aren't even honest, I want to take a nice but yeah, I think I'm so proud of all the people who are up here. And yeah, so I give my acknowledgments. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And for supporting boundaries.
Well, also, Margot, you've done great things. It's been just absolutely wonderful to be able to work with you for 4 years. I recall very vividly when you said you wanted to defer for a year, and I'm like, how are we going to do that? You guys will figure it out. And that was prior to you coming to the interview. And then when you came to selection, I remember again very vividly talking with you and going, well, we have to figure it out. It's just really great. So we can't just say, oh, you know, push the figure that part out. So I would say it was worth absolutely worth figuring that one. So a couple of big themes that came through to me that I hope that especially the students in the room will also take away. The first is networking and being invested in the people you were talking with. Again and again and again, you talked about an opportunity, and it was because you met someone, but it's also because you didn't just meet them and tried to figure out how they could help you exploit that for a short term gain. They really invested in what it was that you were interested in, and you did, one of my favorite things is you were interested, not just trying to be interesting to someone who had a title of some sort. So I hope you'll continue to do that. I think that's naturally who you are, and it will make you very, very smart, especially in the policy world. Also, I definitely saw a theme of people and relationships first. And so whether you go, do economics work, you're working abroad, you're here, I think that's like a universal, just good life skill and a theme. So, it made it work very, very well for you. And we weren't afraid to pursue desperate ideas. Things seem like they're kind of hard. And I think one of the best things I've seen you do over the last 4 years is when you had a new interest, you didn't just do this really hard pivot and kind of spin the apple cart. You found ways to connect these things that you were interested in. And even as you evolved into different things, it wasn't chaotic. And I think that's also a great life skill. And I think that's something your generation does well, and you do it exceptionally well. So as we move forward, I think you'll continue to do those things and can kind of identify them. The final thing is a piece of advice. As you move up in the policy world, it's going to be harder and harder to stay connected to the individuals that are being affected by this policy. So I hope that we'll keep going around those schools. And I would say even beyond something like NISA, maybe think a public school. And spend time not just with the administrators, but with the actual students. Because that's when you're really going to learn what's going on and what the real needs are, not just the need that's interpreted by somebody else. So, great job. We're going to miss you. I'm going to miss you personally. So, thanks for sharing with us today. It's the faculty and the staff through anything you'd like to.
Just say that I've been really privileged to have you as a student in my class, and for those of you who don't know, so Margot never participated in one of them before, and went in like very prepared, and everyone can say, "What does Belgium do? What does Belgium say?" So she really got an interesting coalition mobilized and built a caucus, and this took to it and model you as a very strange world, learning how the diplomacy works, has its own jargon and its own way of functioning, or really did a great job with that. And it has done a great job as an organizer and really, really good student program. One thing just as a challenge to you is your future, where's it actually fit? And remember that language that isn't used is lost, and so that's just a thought, that you have says in your comments, Colorado State has a great pretty good French department. There's a lot of possibilities there, but just something to think about how this bridge is going to tie into what you do in the future. Because I think it's a wonderful second slope that you've created, or maybe third, fourth, or fifth, looking at your location. So you have economics and all your French stuff. But yeah, that's something that I think integration, what we need to work on in the future is how are all these different parts going to come together to make up the like location or what it is you're going to do with all these amazing experiences, all these amazing companies that you have. So just thank you for everything you've done for us, and we wish you the best moving forward, and have a lot of, I think, have a lot of hope for the world that you're going to be the part.
It's kind of hard to do that after. You said it all, but so I think that it's amazing everything that you've accomplished and done, and from the great to being the president of the club, and I don't remember if I started the conversation or if you started it. That was amazing, and I think that several people who've been in working with you have been very impressed with my leadership, and it's been amazing with my experience in the past. Right, it was created before, but I told you I've never seen anything like you've seen this year. You've done so much for the country club this year. I would say that you've done as much in 1 year than they have done in 3 or 4 years prior. And so it's been amazing. We do have events to do, we had the job fair for the first time, and you came and helped the group. That's the team. And then we had the genre video just like every year, and then we have the festival, and you can push and advertise, and all the other smaller activities. And you knew how to bring the club into these, right? So we were there for the fun, from the fun, event. You knew how to bring them in to that world, and obviously you brought Hannah in there as well very quickly. And I think that for me, with the French program, I see a legacy, right? And she started yesterday. She came with me to Roosevelt High School for their modern language event, and she knew how to talk to people and connect with the students and the people in charge. And I see that you, but I think that is that something that you were trained with. That's the thing what I said last Sunday was you're trained, right? You trained well, and you really trained you guys, right? And so you made me realize how much they do and how much they're behind you, and how much you then know where to find opportunity to lead and to serve and to gain knowledge, right? The 3 pillars. And how what I love to see is how can you really then lead others and tutor others who are not privileged like you are, to learn these skills, so they also can go outside of their box and realize that there's so much that can be done, and that they can be successful, and they can just be outside the box. And because sometimes they have tunnel vision and you don't understand the really challenging things in life. And you got to show that actually, the sky is not even the limit. It's just, several black holes away. Limit. There's no limit, right? And so I think you brought that to the club. You showed them there was no limit. You showed that to young lessons. Anything you touch, it's like magic, right? And it's just hands to good, it's not good. And I think that interestingly enough, you're gonna be somewhere where I go now, in Colorado. So, and I knew somebody there who will take you into the French world. So I hope it's just the light, right? So I think that what you wish for comes to be, and I'm sure that whatever you have invested in is going to come together. I actually think that the policy would be really good, working with the school system, a lot with those high schools, with the committee. I've seen how important one of the French teachers became the coordinator for all the modern languages, and how she works with us now. And the policy is important, it's crucial. And you can connect to different levels and give us kids and along ages. And you can educate everyone, so I think you can do amazing things in a way. So, congratulations on getting down. You guys are multiple things. We have about 5 minutes, so we got to be out of this. Yeah, I'm ready. There are other staff and students.
Two messages for you. First of all, your engagement, your involvement has come into the strength of this program. All of us in this room are better off for just knowing. Second, I have a message from content who was in the chat, love the chat, not making it, but she says thank you for inviting me. It was a great presentation. It was a pleasure learning more about Margot's accomplishments over the past 3 years. I'm so proud of you. She is one of the brightest students I've worked with. I cannot wait to see her do more wonderful things, make an impact in this world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Katia, who is not, if you want this.
I remember the first time that I met you was on selection and you said that you were interested in French. And I was like, oh my god, I'm also interested in French. I'm interested in it for a moment because I didn't know this such conversations so much. So you're making myself think I think that carries on to go on to finding my good experience with you. That's I been seeing us for all my and I've never once felt like I had to advertise with you. I was super comfortable going to you to ask questions. And I think it goes very like knowing that things are going to be so messy. My eyes were watering, right? It's